Today we're gonna be making a giant rainbow ring pop. Whoa! They used to look a lot bigger when I was a kid. Maybe I just got a lot bigger. So that means I need a way bigger ring pop. Now to make the mold for our ring pop, we're gonna need something to actually hold its shape. If you look carefully at a ring pop, it's an octagon. It's small at the top and long at the bottom. We're gonna need some plastic glass. Now the thing about plastic glass is I'm not too sure if it's safe. So don't do this because it might not be safe. I'm gonna take this, align it with my plastic glass, trace it along. Boom, 8 of these because it's an octagon. I'm gonna draw the other pieces on different sheets of plastic glass, but we're gonna send it over to Ben, who's gonna use his manly professional tools to cut the plastic glass. So, Ben! So we got all of our pieces cut now. So we're gonna tape this together first. We're just gonna do this all the way around for all 8 sides. We're gonna tape the longer ones to the short ones. Now that we got the longer pieces attached to the big pieces, we're gonna tape together the long parts. All the pieces are kind of wonky, but you know what? I did it. It's done. Next step, after we tape the inside, we're gonna glue the outside. That way we'll have like a more solid structure. So we're just gonna take the hot glue gun, fill in the crack as much as possible because we don't want any of the candy to leak out later. Ultimate concentration. Okay, we have the whole thing glued together now. We look back at our regular ring pop. There's a base that holds down the candy and then this kind of like ring band. So we're gonna try to make that out of plastic glass. Now I am not a professional, so we're gonna have to call a professional again. Ben! We got our base cut, thank you Ben. And now we're gonna pull off the sticker. This is the fun part. Strength. It's actually very satisfying just to rip these off. It'd probably be more satisfying if I could rip it in one piece. I got, how? How did you just stay here? It's okay guys, project making sometimes is a little bit frustrating because things don't work out the way you want it to. But we just make it work and just deal with it. Now that we have the base, we just need another piece for the ring part. So we have our piece of plastic glass right here and we're just gonna have to peel off the sticker of this as well. One go! We're gonna be using this pot to mold the plastic glass into this nice round shape. I need to clamp it. And so far, it ain't going so hot. Work with me. Oh, okay. Ugh. And I got it. It's nicely tight on. I did it all by myself. So what we're gonna do is take our heat gun to kind of melt the plastic glass in order for us to just bend it just slightly. That way we can use the clamps, clamp it on while it's still hot and shape it into that circle ring shape. Now, if I did this by myself, it'll probably be done next week. So instead, we're gonna have Ben do it. Okay, I think we got the shape down. So we're just gonna take these clamps off. Gonna undo this, take that pot up. We actually want to paint the base and the ring holder. It's just that because this is plastic glass, we actually have to sand it down first. So We're gonna send this outside to Ben so he can use this machine to sand it all down. All right, so we got all the pieces back from Ben and now everything is smoothed out. So what do we got here? We got the loopy thing, we got the flat part, we got some PVC pipes, and we got some nuggets and little round nuggets. I don't know what any of these are called, so I'm just gonna make them up as I go, okay? But I know what to do. So you put this long thing in here, stab it right all the way through. It's gonna hold the ring together. Now you're gonna take this cap, put it into your long horn. Now we're gonna take our flat nugget, slide that in there, screw that all the way down there, tighten that, because you don't want this to fall apart. Ugh, got it. Now, these PVC pipes, I know it's like, what is this weird long thing for? It's actually so that the candy will hold in place on the ring pop. Because if you look at the regular ring pop and look closely inside, you're gonna see these weird lines kind of bubbling around in the center. So that's what we're gonna replicate over here. I'm gonna slide it down to the middle if I can even get this on. I can do it! I got it! Alright, now I'm gonna take this PVC pipe, put it into the cap that's already attached to the ring popper. Yo, I told you I was strong. Last but not least, we're gonna put that cap onto our PVC unicorn horn. Just kind of high-five it in there. Yo, good job. It looks pretty plain, right? Because it's just white. So we actually need to give it some color. So I'm outside now and I got all the necessary tools to start painting. Sorry you hear a dog, it's my neighbor's dog, okay? We're gonna start by putting our ring pop base down here. I'm nervous. Wow. All right, I think I covered it completely, nicely even toned. And we're actually gonna let this dry overnight and then we'll come back to it tomorrow. All right, we're back on the next day and our ring base is completely dried. And oh my God, I did such a good job. High five, Helen. As you can see, we did a little something different from our little mold. We took the tape out of the inside and instead we started taping the outside. That way we can pour the candy right in and we don't have to worry about it leaking. Because how do you fix leaks? Duct tape, duh. Also, I drew on the lines of where I wanted each candy color to end. So this is supposed to be the very top and this is the extra space. It'll be the color of the rainbow, so it's gonna look really great. And I'm gonna glue it to the base. I'm gonna use my hot glue gun and glue it to the base. Just gotta glue it shut. Now the mold is completely glued to the base, so we're just gonna let it sit for a little bit while we go and make the candy. All right, time to make the candy. We're gonna need 1 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna need more than just one recipe, so I'm actually gonna double it. 2 cups and 1/2. Well, that's a lot of sugar. Now we're gonna need 1 cup of water. We're supposed to use light corn syrup, but we only have the regular golden one, so we're just gonna have to make it work. 1 1/2 cups of corn syrup. That's a lot of corn syrup. Pour that into our pot. I'm gonna mix it all together, but in order to make this actual candy, we actually have to use heat and cook it. So I'm gonna take it over to the stove. I'm gonna turn the heat over to high and have a candy thermometer where I need to get this up to 300 degrees Fahrenheit. The sugar is starting to boil now, but you wanna keep mixing it because it's still not at 300. It's only at 225. Keep mixing. So it's been around 10 minutes and it's not quite yet at 300, but it's almost there and it's bubbling like crazy. Ooh, I dripped some out, my bad. Oh gosh, it's burning there. That's the smell of burnt sugar. Okay, so it hit 300. So now I'm gonna put in my food coloring. 1, 2. Ooh, it's purple, all right. It hit 310. So I'm gonna take it off the heat, turn off the fire over here, and I'm just gonna keep stirring until the bubbles go away. All right, now all the bubbles are gone. It's time to pour it into our mold. I have to be super, super careful. I have to put the mold on the ground because I didn't want it to put it at the top. It would be too dangerous. All right then, let's get started with the next color. So last time we tried to use regular corn syrup, which is really dark and brown, and when we put the color in, it was just darker, so it didn't work out. Instead, now we're gonna use light corn syrup, just like the recipe told us to do. So cue the Now this is the moment you've all been waiting for. We have the final product finished right here. You want to see it? Well, you can't! I'm just kidding. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dang! It's freaking huge! And look at the color! Oh my God! Can you just look at how tiny the original one is and how big this one is? I literally cannot even lift it up. Watch this. That's about it. That's about it. Put it back down. Oh my God. Oh, I feel like this candy, if I could eat it, because I can't eat it because there's a lot of chemicals and a lot of things that kind of melted in it. But if I could eat it, I could probably eat this for the rest of my life and share it with my kids, and they can share it with their kids. The purple all the way down here was the first one we did. The blue is here, but it's kind of went mixed in with the purple. But if you look really carefully through the light, you'll see the blue. And we have a nice big chunk of green. We have the yellow right here as well. And then right here is the orange, and then all of this is the red, which is weird because when we started off, we poured the purple up to here, the blue here, green here, and then it was like yellow, orange, and then all this was red. But then everything just kind of sank in together, but it still looks so awesome. How many people can really say they made a giant ring pop and actually pulled it off? We did, right here. Only royalty has really big jewelry compared to normal people. This is what normal people have. And this is what I have. That means I'm royalty. That means I'm the queen of ring pops. And this is my crown. Now, as the self-proclaimed queen of the ring pops, I now declare that all ring pops around the world will be enjoyed by children, young and old. I can't hear you! Yeah! As the queen of ring pops, I demand you to subscribe to our channel and like our video. I need to see thumbs, people. Thumbs up. I appreciate you and thank you for your service. Now get out of here.